Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. Dominant. Shaq-like performance from Joel Embiid last night against the Brooklyn Nets without Ben Simmons. Great game. You had your ups, you had your downs, but most importantly, Joel Embiid took over. And that is what I've been waiting for all year long. I've been waiting for a Joel Embiid takeover. And that is exactly what happened against the Brooklyn Nets Thursday night on TNT. So the whole world can watch how great Joel Embiid is. Now the game started off, we were blowing them out. 20-4, that's what we started off of, 22-6, and then it went downhill from there. The Nets went on an insane run. It was like a 40-4 run. We were booing them. We were booing so loud. Everybody was booing. We were booing them. We were unhappy because the Sixers were up 20-6. We were like, all right, no Ben tonight because of lower back tightness. Let's blow them out. Let's rest. And then we got a big game on Saturday in Milwaukee. Well, that's what we thought was going to happen, but then it didn't. They got back into the game. They actually took the lead. They were up by as much as 18 points, the Nets were. We cut it to 10 by halftime. We went on a 7-2 run to end the quarter, which was good. We definitely needed that. We definitely needed that big. If the Sixers didn't cut it within 10 by the second quarter, by the end of the second, there was no way they would have had the momentum to go back out. Because we were killing them. We were booing them so loud. We were booing the Sixers, Brett. It was bad. Al Horford, in the first half, the start of the third, minus 30 plus minus. He was a negative 30 for his plus minus. Now, for some of you that don't know what that means, a plus minus is how many points you either let up or you gain while you're out on the floor. Al Horford was a minus 30 when he checked in the third quarter. He was awful on the defense in the first half. He was awful. We were up 20-6. Horford came in for Embiid. Awful. We blow a big lead. They take the lead. It was not looking good. Embiid, though, every time he was out, he took DeAndre Jordan and Jarrett Allen to the paint and schooled them. He was dominant on the offensive side, on the offensive boards, the defensive side, the defensive boards. Embiid needed to step up in order for the Sixers to win this game, especially after going down by almost 18. We needed Embiid badly, and he came through. Not only did he hit clutch free throws at the end of the game, he had 4 clutch free throws in the final minute of the game. But then he also gets the block on Wilson Chandler to send the game into overtime. Embiid played great. 39 points, 16 rebounds, 2 blocks in 41 minutes. He started off the game 11 points, 4 or 5 shooting on Jarrett Allen. Then they tried to switch it up and put DeAndre Jordan on him. DeAndre Jordan had like 4 fouls. 4 or 5 fouls. He couldn't stop him. He couldn't stop Embiid. And I've been waiting for this Embiid for a long time. It's been all season long I've been waiting for this. Now, if you can add Ben's 20, Embiid, the way if Embiid can play as dominant as we all know he can play, the league better watch out. The league really better watch out because this team is coming fast. And we're not slowing down. We're now a half game back from the Miami Heat in 4th place. So if we get 4th, that's home court. That's home court through round 1. Sixers are also now 35-21 on the season, which is good. We obviously have a very, very, very hard game in Milwaukee on Saturday, 8:30 on ABC. You know, it's a primetime game right before the big Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fight. Because as soon as that game ends, the fight's going on, which I will be watching, and I'll also be watching the Sixers. I don't care about the undercards. I care about Fury and Wilder and the Sixers. And the Flyers also do play. They also do play the Flyers. So that would be a very fun Saturday. Flyers at 1, Sixers at 8:30. Deontay Wilder versus Fury, 12 o'clock. I can't get over Embiid's performance. I really can't. We were down by so much, and without Ben Simmons, everybody thought the game was over. I mean, Ben Simmons clearly controls the floor, and when he's not out there, it makes everybody else suffer. Richardson, 7 points. Horford, 6 points. Shake, 5 points. Neto, 6 points. Neto and Shake don't play in the situation if Ben Simmons is out on the floor. He just doesn't. No. Glenn Robinson had 4 points. He started. Neto and Robinson were the two starters for Horford and Embiid. Horford is now coming off the bench for the rest of the season. And I don't know. I just don't know about Horford. He looked awful out there. Like, he looked unplayable. He looked like Reese Hoskins in the second half of the season last year. He looked unplayable. But the team found a way. They held the Nets to 1 point in overtime. And the Sixers found a way to win 112-104. Tobias had a solid game. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. That's a good game. He missed a layup in towards the end of the game. Towards the end of the fourth quarter, he missed a technical free throw to put us up by 1. But he did finish with 22 points, which is good. We definitely needed him to step up, and he did. He's got to work around. He's got to be better around the rim. He definitely does. That is one of Tobias Harris's flaws. He misses layups that you really should not miss ever. Alec Burks off the bench. 6 man off the bench for last night's game. He came in with Horford to start the bench rotations. 19 points, 4 rebounds, and a huge and 1 in overtime. He went right on DeAndre Jordan, did a Euro step, flicked it up, spun right off the backboard into the basket. He had Philly going crazy. Now, he did airball a 3 to put us up by 2 in the fourth quarter. He airballed. It wasn't even close. And if he hit the rim, Embiid was right there for the rebound. But he airballed it. We went into overtime, but we shut them down in overtime. And that's what we needed to do. We had all momentum going into that fourth quarter. Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert are obviously two really good guards in this league, and they kill us every time we play them. But there was no Kyrie for them, and there was no Ben Simmons for us. So you take away the point guard matchup. But Ben is so much more than just a playmaker. Like, he is a great defender. He's first team all defense this season. He should be defensive player of the year in my eyes. He easily should be defensive player of the year. He's leading the league in steals. He gets his hands on every single loose ball. He keeps the defender in front of him all the time. His perimeter defense is great. He's a great defender, Ben Simmons, and he's worked on that immensely. He has worked on that insanely, and it is paying off big time, especially for the Sixers. You put a 6'10" point guard on a guy like Patrick Beverley or a guy like Kyrie, it's going to be a bad night for them, especially because Ben plays great defense. If Ben didn't play great defense, it wouldn't matter. He'd just be a 6'10". He would just be a disruptor at that point. But when he's getting steals, when he's creating his own... We all know Ben Simmons can't shoot, and he's killing it over the last month and a half. He has been killing it. he's definitely up there for Defensive Player of the Year. He has to be. It's him and Anthony Davis and Rudy Gobert. That's probably who it's going to come down to, those three. But Ben Simmons is definitely a first-team All-Defender this season. You can't tell me differently. And without him playing, it's a huge loss. It is a huge loss when Ben Simmons doesn't play, because he is a very good playmaker and he does open up the floor. But Sixers found a way to get it done in overtime, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you beat the Brooklyn Nets, and now you're a half game back out of fourth place. We're moving up slowly and surely at a time. We play Milwaukee, then we play Atlanta, then we play the Knicks on Friday, and we play the Cavs on Thursday. That's 3 games you should win. Even if you don't win against Milwaukee, you should have Atlanta, Cleveland, and New York as definite wins. You have to win those games. 2 of 3 are home, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse to lose to the Hawks this time. That's it for this video. I'm very impressed with Joel Embiid's performance last night. 39 points, 16 rebounds, 2 blocks in 41 minutes of play. Sixers beat the Nets in overtime, 112-104. They are now half a game back from Miami. They played the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee Saturday, 8:30 ABC. That's it for this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's try to get 175 subs by the end of today. Also, go check out my latest video for the Phillies. I posted that yesterday. Show that some love. Leave a like. Leave a comment. That's it from me. Thank you all for watching. I'm out. Peace.